Welcome back, my friends, to the Psychic Next Door. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to tune in, watch our videos, as well as for your overwhelming support. For those of you that have subscribed, liked, and even commented on my videos, I am truly grateful for you. My goal today and always is to provide you clarity and peace through these spirit-driven messages. Remember, guys, these are just general readings, not one-to-one, so if it doesn't resonate, just leave it behind. This reading was created for our beautiful Gemini friends for the month of June. However, it is a timeless reading and can resonate at any given period. June is a big month for our Gemini friends. On June 11th, the planet Mercury is in Gemini, and this transit lasts until about June 26th, okay? This is your time, Gemini. This is the time to put your ideas into words and sell them. Then we have on June 18th, there's a new moon in Gemini. During this period, you're going to want to activate some new ideas, get into networking, and make things happen, okay? The phrase that I just received from our beautiful spirit guides was, "Make it happen, Captain." All right, let's get started, my friends. So while I dive into my off-camera meditation details with you, we are going to choose 2 oracle decks. All right, then we're going to follow it by choosing a tarot deck for additional clarification. And at the end of your reading, we are going to pick a special bonus insight card from our motivational deck. All right, so we've got a jam-packed reading for you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, first things first. So the first thing I heard during the off-camera meditation, and it was, I heard it and I saw it in bold. They said, "Power to the people," with an exclamation point. It seems that this month you're standing your ground, perhaps in a conversation that could be politically driven, or more so that touches your core belief system, all right? There appears to be an intense exchange with you and another individual, or even a group for some. It was also showing me social media specifically for some of you, and you were going back and forth in what appeared to be a very heated debate. They're wanting me to let you guys know that, hey, what's done is done. Let it go and move on. Don't give it more power than it deserves. Then they shared with me that there are interesting times ahead. You seem to be needing a bit of a timeout right now. You need some time for reflection, refocus your energy, and make some needed changes, okay? Then they flashed an individual to me that looked like a very loud, belligerent individual, okay? And who at the very core is very sad and lonely, okay? This doesn't appear to be you, but it looks like someone perhaps you've had to deal with, recently interacted with, or you will be interacting with, okay? And they want me to let you guys know, hey, the juice isn't worth the squeeze, okay? That's the bottom line. Then they kind of shifted the narrative a bit, and they showed me the Knight of Swords from the tarot deck, okay? You are now refocused on other aspects of your life, kind of like moving on, if you will. Thinking of your business ventures, or you need to be thinking about your business ventures in a sense of time is money. Do your current manpowers equal the reward? They're letting me know that perhaps you need to pivot and refocus your energy in a different direction. And they want me to ask you during this time, is what you're doing right now truly in your favor? They have a few tips perhaps that may guide you in your business venture. They are saying for you to study your competition. That is the greatest teacher of all. On a month-to-month basis in regards to your business, are you making small changes that are shifting things in a more lucrative and positive direction? This could, in addition to this being a business, this could also be a side hustle for some of you, something that you're trying to create on the side, okay? The last words of wisdom that they provided to us were, you're in control of your destiny, and now is the time. So it definitely seems like this message is twofold for you guys, right? Looks like you had a bit of a run-in with an individual or a group of individuals recently, okay? And it's time to kind of leave that behind, okay, and get it out of your mind. Now you need to reflect and refocus and kind of dive into what's going on with your potential or current side hustle. It's showing me that a lot of you are currently in this energy, okay? So many of you right now are in the midst of a creation of sorts, and you're trying to see what works and what doesn't, okay? All right, my friends, let's go ahead and dive into these oracle cards and see what we have for you. First one that came out for you guys is adjustments are required. Okay, this is certainly pertaining again to the business venture we've talked about. You're needing to tweak things a bit. For some of you, you're having to decide, hey, am I on the right path? They're giving me that phrase again, is the juice worth the squeeze, right? The type of manpower you're putting in, yes, of course, you know, in all ventures at the beginning, you have to put in a ridiculous amount of time, and the pay certainly doesn't equal the effort you're putting in. But over a period of time, as you make adjustments, you tweak things, you need to make a decision, perhaps. Is this the path that you're meant to go on? What they're showing me is someone diligently working on their business, right? And perhaps the concept of your business is correct. It appears that the avenue in which you're going may not be the best avenue, okay? And I know that's kind of vague, but I think in all businesses, you take X path, right? And sometimes you kind of don't leave the door, you don't allow other doors to open because you're solely focused on X task. What they're saying is you need to release this idea in your head, okay? And once you release that and allow other opportunities and ideas and paths to open up, things are going to start to shift for you, okay? The next card we pulled was Be Bold and Make the First Move, okay? And this seems to be in alignment with the fourth card, Confidence is the Key to Your Success, okay? They're asking me to share with you that it's time to perhaps take a step back and rather looking at it in a micro level, looking at it at a macro level, okay? Also pull number 31, Thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring a new and positive future. So, as you can see, you've been going through a bit of a struggle, and you're kind of pushing that down or kind of pushing it away and just thinking to yourself, if I keep going how I'm going, things will eventually open up for me. That's not necessarily the case in your situation, okay? These challenges of stagnant energy are coming at you for a reason. When these things happen, it often means it's time to pivot, okay? We also pulled number 28, the Snake. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful, okay? Listen to yourself part of you, you've already been telling yourself that you've been stuck at this point for quite some time, right? Your intuition is letting you know, has been nudging you, hey, we need to go another route. We need to make some changes, okay, to receive a better and more fruitful outcome. We also pulled the number 5, celebrations. You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. Absolutely right. For some of you, this venture that you're currently on, you're actually going to pivot into something totally different. What you've created now is actually the groundwork for the next step. You just need to be open enough to receive that information and go with it, okay? They're bringing me back to this card because these are challenges, okay? And you are weathering them. Rather than pushing them to the side and saying, no, let's just keep going, it's in your best interest to stop, reflect, and pivot. Next, we pulled the number 14, judgment, soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. Very, very similar to the message we received for you all during our off-camera meditation, right? I believe they had said to you guys that you needed to take a bit of a timeout, reflect and refocus your energy, and make the needed changes. Let's go ahead and draw some tarot cards for clarification. All right, and see what our beautiful spirit guides have to add. It sounds like you guys are on the right path, which is wonderful, right? Sometimes we're kind of, through the phases and the periods in our life, we're completely off track, right? We're supposed to be at A and we're over there at W, right? So it looks like you're currently on the right track. It's just one of those times now that a door is opening and you have to be confident and comfortable enough to step back and say, they keep saying that phrase to me, is the juice worth the squeeze? Are you getting the outcome you want out of what's going on? Does it require just a few changes? Or perhaps is it another idea or business venture percolating on the sidelines that you've kind of pushed away, right? I don't know if you guys can see that, but the first card that came through was the Two of Pentacles, right? This is a perfect depiction of what's going on. It's an individual trying to balance what's going on. And as you can see, it's off balance. The sides aren't equal. You're giving a little too much to one area, not enough to another. And it's giving you this kind of uneven ground, I guess is the best way to say it. All right, guys, let's talk about it. We have the Two of Pentacles, which we just kind of briefly touched upon. Things are out of balance. Things aren't going exactly as they should. You've got one side, maybe you're doing a little too much for one part of your life and not enough for the other. This is also very much business related, okay? That business venture you're doing, things are off balance. So we also have the King of Swords here, right? And this is a perfect duo, if you will. Because you're out of balance, because things aren't going exactly perhaps how they should, it's time to take a pause, all right? In this moment, he is stepping away from the day-to-day, all right? And he is taking time for himself. He is taking time for reflection. He is taking the time to see what works and what doesn't work, all right? And for some of you, which is very interesting, they're sharing with me that you may need a little teamwork. Sometimes you can't see outside of your bubble, right? And I mean that in a totally respectful way, but it's true. You see things typically a certain way, and it's very hard for you to pivot. Perhaps you need to bring in a person or two to give you some advice. Have them look over your business. Tell them what you think, or ask them what they think that perhaps could improve? Do they have any thoughts or ideas, right? And I think this will also help you move on to the next part of your journey as far as the business is concerned. And for some of you, they're sharing with me that in bringing these individuals in, the concept of your business is beautiful, but you should be doing other things with it. You should be taking it a different direction, okay? And when you meet with these folks, you'll know exactly what this means, all right? And King of Pentacles, you are sitting at the end of this journey, and I love when it shows like kind of the end result, because it's nice to have a good feeling that through all your hard work and dedication, you see the end result, right? And the King of Pentacles is sitting there enjoying the fruits of his labor, you know, with his trusty little steed, you know, later in his life, being grateful and thankful for this journey. All right, so we are going to pull that final card for you guys from the Motivational Insight deck, all right, to wrap up this message. It looks like you guys have a beautiful future ahead here. Just looks like some pivots and adjustments are needed, but overall, you know, a fabulous venture for you. All right, and here's the final card that we've pulled for you all today. You have to go out there and love what you are and who you know you are in terms of your craft. How perfect is this, right guys? We're talking about the business venture. You know this business, okay? And you know it well. Just open your mind, open your heart, take in the new ideas, and things will start moving in the right direction.